It's OTA Minicamp season. We're going to take a look at the Chargers and get our first look at the Justin Herbert, Tre Harris connection. We're going to watch them work through some drills, throw the ball around, and everything else. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're covering rookie camp clips, OTA Minicamp clips of your favorite players, what they're doing behind the scenes in practice, soon training camp down the road, everything else in between. Click that button. Stop missing out. We are looking at Justin Herbert and Tre Harris today. We're getting our first real look at Tre Harris, and then we're also getting him in line here with Justin. There it is. There's another angle. And we're going to watch Herbert throw passes to a bunch of different receivers as well. We're at OTAs. That's what was reported by the beat writers. We'll get to a point where OTAs and minicamp will be just blended together with a bunch of different teams. And it's going to be hard to keep track which team is at which type of practice. That is great, though. That means we're getting a lot of action and a lot of news. Watching Herbert sling the rock around. Here's another look. Same thing, different beat writer, more zoomed in. Also, this gives you an idea of what OTAs looks like behind the scenes, because you don't normally get much access to what's going on in those practices. We have been the last few years. I've been gladly gathering all the clips I could find of these practices so we can get over that. So OTAs. OTAs is pretty much getting the band back together, getting gears greased, getting ready for minicamp. Minicamp's more in depth. And at minicamp, you're going more of the offense. Everything's a little bit more intense. Then in summer's training camp, the first week's a little bit lighter, maybe the first couple days of practice. Then eventually the pads come on. Things get more intense then. Usually how it works. There we are. Working through some drills. It's Tre Harris again. Tre Harris, coming out of the draft, I liked him. I knew it was going to be a good value. I'll talk fantasy-wise here in a bit. But how he would fit for this team is, honestly, Palmer's gone. They brought back Mike Williams. But you're looking at Ladd McConkey, had a strong finish last year from week 11 to the end of the season. Really poured it on. His target share increased. His ADOT, most of those games, was above 11. And then on top of that, like top 13 or so in points per game in fantasy. Like, he had a good end of the season, really picked it up in terms of production because he had his rookie ramp up. He gets a lot of work in the slot, gets work on the outside. They use him everywhere else. You also have Quentin Johnston. His production was up and down, but how he's used in the offense, it kind of spells it out that way because we get a lot of deep shots downfield. Tre Harris could step in and carve out a role as that third wide receiver. And after a rookie ramp up, after we get acclimated to the NFL and the Charger system, after we do that, give them some time, give them some grace. Always give these rookies a little grace period. Sometimes they don't need it, sometimes they do, and sometimes they need a little bit more than other rookies. But always give him a little grace period. But he's got very sticky hands. Very productive out of Ole Miss. Very reliable wide receiver. Cost for the Chargers wasn't super expensive. So you're looking at a wide receiver with not tremendous sunk cost, but enough there that where you're going to want to utilize him. And then you got Quentin Johnston there. Unless something changes this year where he makes a big step forward. Or he comes on a cheaper deal than expected. I just don't look for that to happen. We only have 2 years in. He did improve last year. He was a little bit more reliable last year than compared to his rookie season. Now we're looking at Tre Harris, though. He's got very sticky hands, very reliable downfield. You put him on the outside, have Ladd on the inside, move Ladd around. You got Johnson there getting the deep targets. Now, talking fantasy football, you kind of want a piece of the Chargers offense, and you want all pieces. You want to be interested in it because Herbert's a good facilitator of football. This team's always produced good fantasy assets. If you're talking dynasty and you're talking trade values, those Chargers players always hold good trade values. They're always usually a little bit more liquid on the market. It's just how it has been since the days I've ever started playing Dynasty. So that's always something to look at there. You're looking at the long-term viability of the wide receivers on this offense, like Quentin Johnston. And you can definitely see there's a opportunity for him to step it up. Even with the third wide receiver there's opportunity. There's also opportunity that they slow it down a bit with the run game, that they want to do so. But also that could allow the offense to be more efficient with Aaron Hampton just slamming the rock up the gut with how good he is. Allowing Herbert having more opportunities with red zone attempts, more opportunities with the chains being moved more efficiently. Probably 7 or more targets per game, and there's going to be a lot of games where he's 10 plus. It's just on the lower games, it might be a little bit lower, affecting the average. But you're looking at Tre Harris here. Tre Harris has the potential to really dig into this offense and get some productivity. Just give him some time to acclimate. He'll be good getting a deeper A-dot. He'll be good getting a good amount of targets a game, especially those games where they got to push it downfield. And just give him more than just his rookie season. Don't look at his rookie season, and if there's a slower ramp up or anything like that, just give it some time. Give it some time. Quentin Johnston with some time was able to give you a little bit more than what he was as a rookie last year. He had some good moments last year. Just give him some time to acclimate to the offense. And then on top of that, expect his offense to run it a bit more. He got Aaron Hampton in the first round. He's a dog. But also, looking at that with them trying to run clock and run the ball, chains should be moving very efficiently, very effectively. So they'll have more opportunities downfield, more opportunities on drives. That's going to help them out a lot. That's going to help them spray the ball around. I think Tre Harris, when you're looking at him for fantasy football, redraft-wise, lottery ticket play, but you want to put your lottery tickets more on these young running backs. When you're looking at Dynasty, you're looking at rookie drafts. Pretty much the top tier of running backs are zapped when you're looking at him. You're into that second, third tier. That's pretty much zapped up. You're in that second round. You're thinking about it per play with how effective he is downfield. And that could lead to something. He could be a good guy to money ball with lineups here over the next few years. I look for Ladd McConkey to continue to be the guy in the offense and not develop into much more than what he was last year. There's potential for that. A good guy getting you a good 25%-ish target share, getting you an 8 on average depth of target in the 10 range, considering he's getting a lot of usage in the slot, but also getting deep shots downfield. When you're looking at Tre Harris, involved getting deep shots as well, getting games where the ball has to go his way, when the game script breaks especially, or in the right matchups. That could be money for you in some of these games, especially when you're throwing them in the lineups. If you're in deeper leagues where you're starting a lot of wide receivers, you're definitely looking at him. Really depends on the format and the construction of your league. But there's opportunity here. Sticky hands downfield can get you a good 8-0 downfield. Has a quarterback that will push it downfield. There's volume in this offense. He's not relied on to be the top wide receiver. That's something to look at too, so that's going to allow him to develop. All in all, you're looking at a wide receiver that landed in a good spot, has an opportunity to take a step forward. As long as he develops, he could exceed expectations. Chargers here, you got another good weapon in the offense. You're looking good. You're trending good. You got a lot of good things going on. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.